Yo, what's poppin' boys? Welcome to this Q&A. So, in today's video, I'm going to be answering some of your guys' questions for this 10,000 subscriber Q&A. Now, obviously, I'm not going to answer each and every one of them because, well, I got a few comments. And some of the comments were also repeat questions, so yeah. Anyway, with that being said, let's just get straight into the first question. Question: what is the most important life quote or aspect you live by? Well, sir, you need to look no further than my Discord status. There you have it. OC7True says, yo, good job, Siggy. Question: do you ever plan on doing a face reveal? To that question, I'm probably gonna say yes and no. I don't have a plan specifically about when I'm gonna do one, but I'm probably gonna do one eventually. I don't want to do it at like some big milestone like 100k subscribers or 50k or 20k or whatever. I'd probably just do it at some random time where nobody would ever expect it. Yeah, Elite Biscuit says, congrats, I'm glad for you that you reached 10k, and thanks to you, you inspired me to start playing BTD battles again after many years after recently finding your channel. Well, I'm glad I did. Q, do you still plan on making BTD battles videos, or do you plan on switching to a different game over time or anytime soon? For now, I plan on just playing BTD battles. I don't know if I'm gonna be expanding it or trying out different games, like maybe BTD 6. The thing is, I suck at BTD 6. I'm not kidding, guys. I have 3 minutes on BTD 6. So yeah, but I recently started playing a bit of Minecraft and I really enjoy it, so maybe some content on there. But for now, I'm just gonna play battles until they release a new Bloons game, and maybe I'll try and get into that. So yeah. Okay, so I got a quite long one here from Septi. He says, Q&A question: we who play BTD battles know it at its highest level to be a very intricate game about strict money slash micromanagement and decision making with basically no RNG at all, just raw skill. Do you think the childlike skin of the game is what has restrained it from being as big as it could be? Do you think if the game got reskinned entirely to appeal to a much more mature audience, would it have more success? I'm 22 and obviously love the game because I can see past the child skin of the game, but perhaps others cannot. First of all, I want to say that is an amazing question, and yes, I have indeed thought the same thing myself. I think if Ninja Kiwi, or maybe not Ninja Kiwi, but someone made a game just like BTD Battles, but more appealing to like adults, or at least older people, like I'd say 13, 15 plus, you know, I think the game could definitely be way more popular. But I think a lot of people who don't know BTD Battles right now just think of it as like an innocent balloon monkey game, which, you know, technically it is. Like there's not much to it, except when you go higher, like once you become into the competitive aspect of it, there's actually a really, it's really competitive, and there's a lot to the game, which is why the competitive community is so active in this game. But yeah, I definitely think that if the game was maybe made a little different, like instead of balloons and monkeys, maybe something else. I don't know what though. I don't have an idea, but I definitely think it could be more successful, or at least more popular. But yeah, definitely. All right, so 7Ven7 says, congrats, mate. Thank you very much. As for the Q&A, are you considering streaming Twitch? No, I am not considering streaming on Twitch, mostly because I am very inconsistent when it comes to streams, and I don't stream a lot. I stream every now and then, and I do have fun with it, but I'm not a streamer, okay? I'm more of a YouTuber. So streaming is something I rarely do, and when I do it, I'd rather do it on YouTube, because this is where my main audience is. I have no audience on Twitch, so yeah. If I did become a full-time streamer, or I streamed a lot more, maybe I'd move over. I don't know. Honestly, I just see what the time says, but for now, no, I think I'll stay on YouTube. And the man G says, I've been here when you had 6k. Congratulations. Question: do you have any pets? First of all, thank you. And second of all, yes, I do have a pet. I don't have him physically with me, but he lives on Discord, okay? His name is Skyline. He also has a YouTube channel, and yeah, he streams a lot, and he just began recently making videos, so definitely go check him out. He's at like 300 something subscribers right now, so yeah, go give him a shout. He denies being my pet, but trust me, he is. I adopted him, so yeah, he's mine. Question: who was your inspiration when you first started YouTube, and have you lost your V card? Yes, I once lost my V card, but I found it again in this forest, so we're all good now. And as to who was my inspiration, probably I want to say Trippy Pepper and Boltrix. They were the first Bloons tubers I really watched, and yeah, I wanted to become a Bloons tuber myself, so I thought, you know what can go wrong? And then I quit for 2 years, but now I'm back, so yeah. Milk BTD says, congrats on 10k, bro. Question: what tips do you have for smaller BloonsTubers trying to get to 1K subs? Okay, so yeah, this is a little broad one, but I'm gonna try and narrow it down a little bit. First off, be consistent and keep on learning. Like, never stop learning and trying to improve your content when doing YouTube. And that means learn how the tags work, learn which good titles to put, what works for you, what works for others, like see what other people do, try and mimic some of it, not everything of course. And yeah, try and do collabs with other smaller BloonsTubers. And here's a #1 tip: comment on other YouTubers' videos, but do not self-advertise, because nobody likes that one guy who's like, hey, check out my videos, I also make videos. Like, nobody likes that guy. But instead try and like engage in the community and talk to as many people as you can. Get your channel out there. That is kind of what worked for me. So that is like the only advice I can give, I think. And yeah, just stay consistent. Consistency is key. With consistency, you can't fail. So yeah. So Buxy asks, Siggy, this may be a more personal question, but how are you such a little gemstone, you glistening diamond, you? Modpax GT asks, how old are you? Also, at what goal are you going to show your setup? I am 20 years old, and you can just see my setup now if you want. Here you go. T-Clasher says, I love your content, bro. Remember me when you get famous. First of all, thank you. Second of all,
I'll never forget you. Me.
Rinton asks, Q&A, why do you like BTD battles that much? And how did you get so good at it? Well, first off, I think I got so good at it for practice. Like, I mean, there's a bunch of people who are way better than me, but practice and yeah. And the reason I like it so much is probably the uniqueness and the competitive aspect to it. There's not a lot of games out there exactly like battles, so I really do like that. Araf Shah asks, what is the best thing you like about doing YouTube? Honestly, I like the fact that I get to decide my own hours. I get to make a video whenever I want to. Nobody's forcing me to do anything. I'm kind of like my own boss. I can create whatever I want, and you know, whatever I put into it, I'll harvest from it. So that is why I really love YouTube. Cruiseville asks, do you see yourself still doing YouTube in 5 years from now? Honestly, that's really gonna depend on where YouTube and where I am at that point. I really don't know. I hope so. I like doing YouTube a lot and I don't want to finish it. So I hope I'm still doing YouTube in 5 years. I don't know what kind of content I'll be making, but I definitely do want to do YouTube still. So Rasmus asks, Q, what app do you use for editing? And I use Camtasia Studio 2019 is the version I'm currently using. The downside to it is it's not free, but it is very simple and it's very reliable to use. I've been using it for years now and I really do enjoy it, so yeah. Tepa Plays asks, do you record videos sometimes and not upload them because you feel they didn't go well? Yeah, I think every YouTuber does this whenever you have a video that, you know, didn't go well, or you're not happy with the end result, or maybe you lost because in a stupid way, or maybe your opponent lost in a stupid way. For example, saying you go all the way till round 32 and then somebody chokes till, I don't know, around 32 AI, or your opponent, I've had this before, my opponent DCing like 7 minutes into a game, and then the footage will be completely useless because who's gonna watch 7 minutes of gameplay, and then the ending will just be my opponent disconnecting. So yeah, of course, I think every YouTuber does this. BTDJL asks, who was your first favorite BloonsTuber? Honestly, that's gonna be Gaming Shaft and Asian Sensation. Gaming Shaft is an old BloonsTuber back in like 2016 to 2018. I believe we stopped in 2018 or 2017 maybe. But yeah, definitely those two. And then Boltrix and Trippy Pepper also. Those four guys were like the main BloonsTubers out there. Then of course there were Alien Rocks and Super John Bombo and all the other guys, but definitely I'd say those four. If I had to pick a favorite, it would definitely be Asian Sensation. And finally, ya boy Caesar asks, how much money do you make on YouTube? So if I pull up my analytics real quick, I go to revenue and I click lifetime, it will say I have made $69,420,666.69. So yes, this is pretty accurate of what my YouTube channel makes. To be fair, I am almost the size of PewDiePie, so I mean, who would expect any different? But yeah, no, but for real guys, if you guys take a guess how much I earn, put it down in the comments below or whatever, and let's see if any of you are close. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it does help out my channel a lot. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Life can be super happy, life can be super sad. I'm trying super hard to separate the good and bad. I go back to my future just to get to my past, but knowing me about the long